There are days when even getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. You stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything you should be doing, but your body feels like it's carrying the weight of the whole world. You used to have dreams, fire in your chest, plans in your mind, but somewhere along the way, that fire dimmed. Now you wake up not to live, but to survive. Every morning you wear invisible armor. You smile when you don't want to. You tell people, "I'm fine," when you're breaking inside. Because you can't afford to fall apart, not when people rely on you. You used to call it ambition. Now it feels more like obligation. And when exhaustion finally hits, that voice whispers, "You're lazy. You've lost it." But maybe you're not lazy. Maybe you're just tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but the kind that comes from being too much for too long. So if you're listening to this right now, stop blaming yourself. Because this isn't weakness. It's a sign you've been strong for too long. And maybe what you need isn't another push. Maybe what you need is permission to rest. What would happen if you gave yourself permission to rest, not quit? Let's be honest. This world doesn't reward rest. It glorifies exhaustion. We were raised to believe that doing more means being more. But most people aren't unmotivated. They're burned out. You've been in survival mode for so long, your brain forgot what peace feels like. You wake up tired not because you slept poorly, but because your mind never stops running. You give everything, at work, at home, to others, until there's nothing left for you. And when you finally stop, it feels wrong. Because you've been conditioned to believe stillness means failure. But it doesn't. It means you're human. You're not broken. You're overloaded. Like a phone overheating and it just needs to cool down before it works again. Society says, keep going. Push harder. But you don't need more pressure. You need permission to breathe. The real problem isn't laziness. It's forgetting what it feels like to just be. You don't need to fix your whole life overnight. You just need to breathe again. Rest isn't the opposite of progress. Rest is part of progress. You can't climb if your legs are shaking. You can't dream if your mind is drowning. So what if, for once, you stopped chasing the version of you that never gets tired and started building a life that doesn't require exhaustion to exist? Start small. Ask yourself, what drains me most? What brings me peace? What can I let go of today? Maybe it's saying no without guilt. Maybe it's deleting a chat that only stresses you. Maybe it's sitting in silence for 5 minutes. Even nature rests. The sun disappears. The tide pulls back. Trees lose their leaves before they bloom again. Why should you be any different? Sometimes doing nothing is the bravest thing you can do. Because healing doesn't always look beautiful. Sometimes it looks like just surviving another day. But that's still progress. You're not lazy. You're learning to rest so you can rise again. There was a woman named Anna, 38, mother, team leader, the one everyone depended on. She never stopped. Work, home, responsibilities. People called her strong, but she was breaking in silence. One night, she forgot an email, something small, and her boss snapped at her. That night, she collapsed in tears, not because of the mistake, but because she realized she had nothing left to give. Then she remembered a line she once read. You not lazy, you exhausted from trying to be everything for everyone. The next day, she did something radical. She stopped. She took a walk, sat on a park bench, felt the sun on her face for the first time in years. Nothing was fixed, but she made a quiet promise. I will stop treating rest as weakness. She still worked hard, but with boundaries. She laughed again, drew again, slept again. And slowly she came back to life, because rest didn't make her fall behind. It brought her back to herself. Maybe you see yourself in Anna. Maybe you've carried too much, too long. You don't need to earn your worth through exhaustion. You are enough, even in rest. The world won't fall apart if you stop. But you might, if you don't. Rest isn't quitting. It's how you return to yourself. So when that voice whispers, "You didn't do enough today?" answer softly, "I did what I could, and that's enough." You were never lazy. You were healing. Inhale peace. Exhale guilt. And ask yourself, what would happen if you gave yourself permission to rest, not quit?